Warning, the following video may upset you, but it sure as hell is not going to be surprising or shocking to you. August 9th, 2012, well that's today, and that was at 8:38 posted, not that long ago, about an hour ago. The Justice Department, let me give you the title. The Justice Department will not prosecute Goldman Sachs in financial crisis probe. Quick, I'm going to give you a second to look shocked. Here's my shocked face. Yeah, alright, I'm done being shocked. The Justice Department has decided it will not prosecute Goldman Sachs or its employees for their role in the financial crisis. Following an investigation by Senators Carl Levin and Tom Coburn, the congressional investigation found problems with the credit rating agencies, not Goldman Sachs, and poor oversight from regulators like the CFTC and the SEC, not Goldman Sachs, according to this article, and highlighted abuses by Goldman Sachs. Oh, so they do mention their name with some wrongdoing. And other large investment banks. So they highlighted abuses by Goldman Sachs and other large investment banks. Senator Levin sent a formal referral to the Justice Department for a criminal investigation in April 2011. The investigative report by the Senate's Permanent Subcommittee on Investigations, chaired by Levin, found that Goldman Sachs, quote, used net short positions to benefit from the downturn in the mortgage market and designed, marketed, and sold CDOs in ways that created conflicts of interest with the firm's clients and at times led to the banks profiting from the same products that caused substantial losses for its clients. A statement from the Justice Department issued late on Thursday evening noted, quote, based on the law and evidence as they exist at this time, there is not a viable basis to bring a criminal prosecution with respect to Goldman Sachs or its employees in regard to the allegations set forth in the report. The department and its investigative partners conducted an exhaustive review of the report and its exhibits, independently gathered and scrutinized a large volume of other documents, and tenaciously pursued potential evidentiary leads, including conducting numerous witness interviews, end quote. The Justice Department statement continued. While the department and investigative agencies ultimately concluded that the burden of proof to bring a criminal case could not be met on the law and facts as they exist at this time, we commend the hard work of those involved in preparing the report and thank the Senate's Permanent Subcommittee on Investigations for its cooperation in regard to the criminal investigation. We are pleased. That was the end of that guy's quote. Here's another person's quote. We are pleased as punch, that this matter is behind us, end quote. Goldman Sachs spokesman David Wells said when contacted by ABC News. It's funny when you really want to burn those bastards and you really got some evidence and you really need to we called so-and-so for comment. They weren't unavailable. They weren't immediately available. Did not return our calls. And you never find that they ever did return their calls. The news agency's calls, because they want to ask you some very important questions that you don't have an answer for, because if you tell the truth, you'll be in big trouble. But in this case, we got off scot-free. Which one of you news agencies would like to step up and ask me a question? I am ready to talk. But as long as you don't ask me the other questions that I never return your phone calls on. This is strictly regarding this investigation. All right, step right up. Who's first? Oh, you? How do we feel? We feel great. Quote, we are pleased as punch. I'm going to throw that one in there. Pleased as punch. An old timer gave me that quote one day. I don't know what the hell that means. Ooh, pleased as punch. Don't know, but I'm going to use it. We are pleased that this matter is behind us. Goldman Sachs spokesman David Wells extraordinaire was quoted as saying, the Justice Department statement noted that if additional information emerges, the cases could be prosecuted in the future. So if there's more stuff, more damning than all the massively damning evidence we've already seen that we just threw over there in the corner for a year to pretend that we were doing something and just, it's time, we got to come up with a report. Dust that stuff off, make it look like we went through it a little bit. Never even cracked the book open. Never even cracked open the evidence, guarantee it. Gerald Celente, I love that quote. Justice or just us. Goldman Sachs, scot-free. Boy, a monkey could have predicted that nowadays. John Corzine, former CEO of Goldman Sachs, ran MF Global. Prestigious, great guy, making millions and millions and millions of dollars for himself and his top employees who got caught stealing client funds, giving to, I don't even know the amount they gave to JP Morgan, but they gave a bunch, hundreds of millions of dollars to JP Morgan because they owed it to them, allegedly. And JP Morgan was so concerned, they even asked, are you sure, basically, this isn't like client fund you're giving us? No, it's good, it's ours. We'll pay you guys off, we're good to go. Okay. And they sent 2 or 3 letters, allegedly, to verify you're not going to do that, right? No. We got the cash, we're good. No, they didn't have the cash. No, they weren't good. And the secretary burned his butt with the emails that proved he authorized it, knew he had to take it from his own clients to give it to JP Morgan and others. And now, however many, $1 billion or so dollars still can't be accounted for. We don't know where it all went. We're looking. But you have evidence that this guy lied to you in front of your congressional hearing. Absolutely, yes. He did, in fact, take the client money, as he said he did not. Yes. So it got taken, stolen. Yes. 9 months ago now. 9 months ago. Department of Justice. Listen, I just read your article on ABC News. Goldman Sachs, you guys did a massive, exhaustive, just combing through massive amounts of evidence, and you just couldn't get enough to prosecute Goldman. I appreciate that. I really want to commend you guys, because you guys really, I'm sure you really busted your butt on that one. But listen, this other guy that there is evidence, massive evidence to prosecute, John Corzine. You don't discuss matters. Oh, okay. But you were just discussing the other one with me. Oh, it's funny. Exactly. That's how that goes. Goldman Sachs, former Goldman Sachs, anybody that was now or former the club, hands off. Hands off. The FBI can't do anything, even if they went in and start arresting people. Department of Justice, here we got them nabbed right now. They're in a holding cell. We got plenty of charges. Nail them. We got a statement to make, everybody. We don't have enough evidence. We're not going to charge them. Not going to charge them. FBI would be there scratching. What do you mean? We got the guy's got his fingerprints all over this, the safe of the bank, the vault. His fingerprints are all over. $1 million is gone. We got him. Where did he used to work? Goldman Sachs or both. JP Morgan too. Oh, yeah. Not enough evidence. Not enough evidence. And what can you do as a peasant? Because that's what you are. That's what we are. We're peasants. Face it. That's what we are. You know the old saying, know your role. I know my role. I'm a peasant. I am not a banker. I'm not an elite politician. I am with the peasant class. I am also treated like the peasant class. Should I do anything? Should I become a Goldman Sachs and wrong-do somebody even a smidgen of what Goldman Sachs has done? They would throw the book at me and put it all over the news, just like they did with PFG Best, which is exactly what John Corzine did with MF Global. Arrested in 4 to 5 days. Done. Lock him up. 4 to 5 days. You've already conducted an investigation. Year-long investigation. Multiple eyewitnesses. Massive documentation. Massive research. Not enough to go with. Gotta let him go. Not even let him go. We never took him in. Did I say let him go? Sorry about that. We didn't ever even put handcuffs on him. We didn't even bring him in for questioning. Those witnesses we talked to wasn't even them. Wasn't even the guys we wanted that you think we're supposed to go after. No, we just talked to some random people and called them witnesses. some low-level janitor at Goldman Sachs. That's who we question the most. Those janitors, they got a lot. Man, they hear stuff. Their ears are on the wall. They hear stuff. I'm telling you, that was a good move on our part. That's probably who they talk to. So again, justice or just us. Another example, and by chance, Goldman Sachs. Why do I keep hearing that name? JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs. JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs. This is incredible. And you think, when we hear about the silver investigation from the CFTC, do you think for 1 second, they're going to find him guilty? JP Morgan was manipulating the market through their client's short position? Because if they say that's true, who's the client? Or clients that have that massive short position that seem to always sell at the just most opportune time? Well, that would be the federal government. So we can't allow that to be known. So you're not going to get that answer of, we found some manipulation, we're going to go after them. You're not. You're going to hear the same damn story I just read you, slightly different because this is a little bit different. CFTC, commodities guys, right? We did this 4-year-long and whatever massive investigation. We looked at all kinds of stuff, and we do see the public's concern. We thought ourselves too. We think the public's right. This wasn't enough evidence. Just wasn't enough evidence when we looked into it. But a guy called you twice in a row, 2 totally different times, and told you down to the precise second of the day in advance when they would crash the market. Both times. Yeah, just a coincidence. That's the only answer they'll be able to give. It was just a coincidence. That's it. Maybe they'll find some little, PFG best guy or some other bozo. Yeah, we did see a little manipulation here. How much did he move? Oh, a couple contracts. A couple contracts? We're talking thousands of contracts being dumped in a split second. Not a couple. If they even give a fall guy. That would be that. Oh, we did find some stuff, guys. Silver guys. And Bart Chilton. Hey, hold on. The Financial Times coming out early saying that we've dropped the investigation because of lack of evidence. That is wrong. That is premature. That is not acceptable because we are not done concluding. But it is the right answer, and we will conclude that in about the end of the month. So, how dare you, Financial Times? Cameras are off? Yeah, all right. Financial Times, come on over here, man. Let me go buy you lunch. How's it going? That's how that goes. You know what I need? This is what I need. I gotta have one. I'm gonna find one here locally. I know there's a flag store or somewhere around here. I have got to get a little, just a small American flag, so that when I read these stories over and over and over, because this crap isn't going away, and it's coming out worse and worse and worse. No charges, no charges, no charges. You raped and pillaged the peasants. Sorry about your luck. So guess what? We peasants do have power. Those same banks, they're holding people's mortgages. Man, it would suck if coincident, of course, coincident, if a bunch of people stop paying their mortgages to JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, or whoever they go through, etc. Considering that's the largest payment anyone makes is for a house or property. Wonder what the elite would do then. Wonder, no charges filed. Well, no charges filed, no problem. No payment this month. And as a matter of fact, you're not getting a mortgage payments next month, and I just shook my magic 8-ball. How about the 3rd month? Does not look good, it says. Oh, fantastic. Oh, what's that? What's that? More charges dropped? Not going to file on JP Morgan this time? Magic 8-ball? Should I make my payment this month? Mortgage payment. Signs don't look good. Well, that's a no to me. I wonder if they'd get the picture if people started doing that. I think they would. And I also think that's going to happen. Not necessarily for the reasons I just specified, believe it or not. But because these self-eating, self-destructive organisms called bankers and politicians at the top, their system, by its very design, by working the way they work, by doing what they do, by its very design, implodes on itself and eats itself alive. You want to be stepping away from that when that happens, such as buying gold and silver, etc. Food storage, protection to keep your stuff safe at your house. They're going to let them destroy themselves. And, what I was saying, people will be such bad shape in the coming years due to this collapse that's going to come because of what they've done. They won't have a choice but to not pay their mortgage because they won't be able to afford to when they decide, do I buy expensive food that's skyrocketing so my family can eat, or do I make this payment because my damn credit score has got to be superb? Kids, wife, can't eat today, and I just shook my magic 8-ball. How about tomorrow? Can we eat tomorrow? Signs point to no. Damn. Kids and wife, we can't eat tomorrow either. Magic 8-ball says so because we got to buy, we got to have this mortgage. My credit score is just too important. We'll starve to death, but I will on my headstone on my grave it'll say 790 credit score. Yeah, big old smiling picture with a thumbs up of me. 790 credit score. Yeah. Capital One. What's in your wallet, little baby? Oh, what? You don't like free cash? Everybody likes free cash, little baby. Jimmy Fallon. You stupid son of a gun. You dirty prick. Get your ugly face off the TV with your Capital One commercials, you disgusting pig, encouraging people to go into debt to one of these elitist credit card companies that got 0% loans from the Federal Reserve and will loan it out at massively higher rates to the rest of us. For God's sakes, why isn't the Federal Reserve lending us money at 0 and 1%? You want to talk about stimulating the economy? Housing? If you could get a loan at 1%, man, you wouldn't need housing to come down now anymore, would you? Housing prices are looking real good right about now at a 1% rate. Huh. Jesus. Anyways, I'm done talking. Another day in paradise. So, my American flag, if I had it right now, proud to be an American, fight for the rights of bankers' men. Yeah. Fantastic.